Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great too. Well, this podcast, it's a project and me and my boyfriend made just for fun,
See?
and also to get a memory about this great adventure. And well, we are going to start with the basics. That is telling you who we are, and well, just starting. I am Ingrid. Uh, just so you know, we are just covering our names. These are not our real names, but you will discover them later. So I'm Ingrid. I am 37 years old. My boyfriend tells me that I have more than 28 jobs, but no, I'm a photographer, and well, I enjoy traveling. I have three dogs, and yeah, I enjoy going just with them and traveling and learning about other cultures, listening to music, and going to the movies. And that's it, I think.
Okay.
So, who are you?
I'm Hank.
I'm Hank.
I'm also 37 years old
Okay,
and I'm from Holland. That's a little bit farther away, of course.
just a little bit.
I'm a storehouse manager. I just have one job, so sorry, but just one boring job. And if you hear background some dogs, yeah, they are here as well, but okay. I like reading. I like riding my bike, also traveling and discover all the cultures. And I have two beautiful daughters who I not can forget, of course, and they take lots of my time as well.
That's true.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about
Hank,
us.
see, that's how we are.
And basically, this podcast we make it because we are very interested in people knowing how is it a long distance relationship.
Yes, see, and also you don't find many on the internet, I think,
See,
podcasts
oh,
about
that's true. That's true.
long distance. At least not that's this long, because people talk lots of time in Holland. If somebody lives 50 kilometers away, it is a long distance relationship. Ours is a little bit further, more than 9,000 kilometers.
Just a little bit far.
This is intercontinental love.
Love. That's true. So just so you know, also, probably you will listen in this podcast Spanish.
See,
Uh,
I have already said see. I said too much in my brain.
So we will speak in Spanish, English, Spanglish, a little bit of Dutch,
Most of the Spanglish.
a
I
little
think,
bit
with
of
me.
Dutch. But I think that you will be able to understand us,
See,
because if we understand us, you can understand us.
see. So, Ingrid,
So Hank,
we start, I think,
we
with
start
our
the story.
meeting. Yeah, we always said for fun that I met you in a supermercado.
See, that's the story we wanna set to the world, but that's not the truth.
No, like parents and stuff.
Like, oh yeah, like parents, or because maybe we're
See,
embarrassed,
it's,
but this
in
this
the
is not the
supermercado,
case.
you dropped your naranja, I believe.
A
And I picked it up
naranja.
and I say,
He always says that that's a good story to tell to everyone, that I was in the supermarket, I dropped an orange and he picked it up for me, and that's the way we start talking.
okay, yes. But that's not the truth.
That's not the truth.
The truth is Tinder.
The truth is Tinder.
See.
Yeah, this app very famous in the
Yeah,
world.
it's an app made for serious relationships.
Was it not?
Not.
But let's say that we met in a very difficult time.
Yeah.
Not only in Mexico and Holland, but just
And
worldwide.
still, the world is crazy.
Upside
with,
down.
The pandemic, of
You
course.
know, pandemic, little virus that ruined everything.
Yeah, some I've got some on the news, I believe, but see.
See, so that's why we met. I think, if don't correct me if I'm wrong, but you also were using the app just because of pandemic time, because it was
See.
hard to
Yeah, of
know
course,
people.
clubs are closing, bars are closing, terraces are closing. Well, everything was closing. In Holland was quite a lockdown. So
See,
yeah, the
here too.
only if you want to, for me, if you want to meet a female, the only chance was a market, maybe a supermarket, and yeah, that's about it. Or
See,
somebody on the street. But yeah, you don't have a reason to go out, so the chances are slim
see.
to meet somebody.
Well, it was the same case in Mexico, and for me, in my particular case, it was like, of course, you meet guys in parties, uh, like if you go to a gym, or if you go, yeah, if you go, just go out, and like you said,
Yeah. The
we
natural
couldn't,
way, so
the
to say.
natural way. That, yeah, that's the thing, that we couldn't do it in the natural way.
Yeah, one could argue that in 2020 the natural way is almost aligned for some people, but yeah,
See,
I like the old style more.
you like the old style.
I like the old style more of meeting somebody. You can watch their eyes, you can see the movements more, you can smell them, and online that's not the case. Of
That's
course.
not the case. You cannot do that.
No.
But don't you think that a lot of people is doing it now more, like dating through apps
I
and
can
virtually?
imagine that somehow if tomorrow this pandemic is over, that people are so used to online dating they keep doing it.
Sí.
I don't know, no sé. But
I think that would be the case. We are getting into very using a lot internet and doing stuff online. But we are going to talk about that in another episode. We are really interested in showing you how is to have an long distance relationship. Probably you've been in that kind.
I was not looking for a long distance relationship.
That's true.
My Tinder rates was around 30 kilometers.
That's something I was really curious about when I met Hank. He confessed me that he wasn't looking for anything serious, and me neither. But yeah, in my experience, it was because that's the truth. I was bored. I was bored. Pandemic time, and the truth is that I was using the app, but not in Mexico. That's also, I think, that's something very curious. I'm Mexican, but I wasn't using it in Mexico. I have traveled to some places, and I was using it there, not with Mexican, but with people from United States, and so that's why I kept the app with me. And pandemic time, and I don't know if I have told you this, but to set another country in the app, you needed to pay.
Yeah, you told me that.
You needed to pay,
yeah.
And in those months, the app had that option for free.
Oh,
so that's
you
didn't know, right?
No.
So that's why I did it. That's why I chose that.
So you're cheap.
See, I'm cheap. I didn't want to spend. I was like, well, maybe I'm not going to find the love of my life.
Love of my life, but I don't want to pay something for it.
The truth is I didn't want to pay. I lost a lot of money looking for love. No, that's not true. But yeah, I got that option for free. So I said, like, why not?
Yeah, well, that's a good. Why not? Indeed.
Why not? And
look,
yeah.
you have nothing, and if you never try.
But I don't know I know your reasons now, but my reasons were like pandemic time. I would like to talk to someone. I really enjoy talking to someone from other countries, have new friends, and learn about their cultures and things like that. So I was like, yeah, I wasn't really looking for love.
I was also not really looking for a real.
You said you wanted to have fun.
Have fun with the other gender, so to say, if people understand me.
Oh boy.
And yes, I'm always interested in other cultures and stuff like that. But with Tinder, I wasn't. That was not my choice of. I was also not like really busy with it, but just as a side track, this maybe,
Yeah.
So, but again, yeah, pandemic times made me open the app.
So we almost had the same reason to do
Yeah,
it. It was pandemic time.
I come from a long relationship and 10 years marriage, and before that, well, the internet was just born. You didn't have Tinder or any of the other thousands apps you have for this kind of meets up.
See,
So
but I guess it grew with this situation,
yeah, yeah.
right? So yeah,
So my reason was also why not?
why
See,
not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So
you have nothing, and maybe something fun will come out
will
of it.
come out, but you never imagined it was going to be in Mexico, right?
If somebody told me a year ago you will be dating a Mexicana, I would say laugh at them and like, yeah, sure, dude.
Also,
No.
one funny thing is that I talked to some people in the app, and when I met you, I was about to giving up.
Yeah, you was.
Yeah, I was
you
like,
told me like I was one of the last person
see, I
to
was
chat
like,
with throughout that app.
see, and I was at the point of saying like, I'm not going to use this anymore. I'm tired of people talking to people that I will not meet.
Yeah, you of course, but you invest hours in it, at least minutes, time of your
Of my
life,
life.
and you can do.
But you know what I found maybe disappointing? It was that I was talking to people and immediately they disappear. And maybe not, well, I don't know the reasons, but like you said, this is ironically it's not an app for
No,
long term.
I think that maybe a combination of being a man and the distance.
See,
Yeah.
so so yeah, I was about to giving up. Like, yeah, I'm not going to give anyone else my contact and anything because they just disappear,
Yeah.
or you talk for some days and it's good and then nothing happens. So I was really getting tired of it.
You got the feeling of this is a waste of my time.
Exactly, you just say it right. Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
So someday, I made a match.
Yeah, I believe it was 15
Fif- 15th of August.
Augustus.
Uh-huh.
See.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's funny, but yesterday, it's 9 months that we've known each other.
Yeah, since we met online.
Since we met online. We made a match, and if I'm honest, I don't remember click on his picture. He laughs about that, but I need to be honest.
Yeah.
In this podcast, we agree on being honest,
See,
right?
yeah, brutal honestly.
Brutal honest. So
Like Dutch people are.
like Dutch people are. So yes, we are not going to hide anything, and he knows. He knows that I really don't remember clicking on his photo, and but I don't regret it so far.
So far, I don't either, because well, we record this at this moment in Mexico.
See, that's
Mexico
true.
City, to be precise.
Hank is in Mexico now. Also, we will tell you about this, but this is his fourth visit. Fourth visit in
visit.
9 months.
See, yes.
So you can guess if this is going good
Yeah.
or bad.
I hope you listen, employee.
And yeah, that's we made that match, and suddenly I got a text.
Yeah, because I saw your pictures of course, and I got a couple of more matches from women from Asia, Australia, a couple of Africa even, not from the Latin world. And most of those women, when you talk about it, then the third sentence is like, "Can you buy me a ticket to
Oh boy,
Holland?"
yeah, I
So
really find that amazing,
Yeah, and
surprising.
you can, of course, ignore those people, but I find it fun to interact with them, and knowing, yeah, you are a scammer at some point, I think, or just looking for my money, and this is not love.
So,
and again,
are you rich?
No. No.
Oh no?
No.
Damn it.
Okay, we're gonna stop now. But yeah, that the same feeling with you, Ingrid. I thought, nice and like. I thought your pictures were beautiful, but again, yeah, other side of the world. So I was. My first intentions was not like, yeah, again, I liked your pictures, but I thought, yeah, this is not going to be something.
See.
You know.
And I thought the same. Also.
Yeah, and I had the most beautiful openings sentence ever. Not so. Are you from Mexico?
Are you from Mexico? You told me.
Yeah, see.
But also, one funny thing is that I was really mad because I had lots of messages saying that I was far. And of course, I knew I was far, so people reminding me that I was far. It was like for
And
me silly.
I was not different from all the
See,
others.
exactly. You started exactly with the same
like, oh, damn
sentences.
it.
Like you are more than 9,000 kilometers away from me. But the difference with Hank was that he told me, "Are you really from Mexico?" And the other
Yeah,
guys.
because sometimes you have like people from other countries live in Holland or
See,
vice versa, and you could still have your Mexican flag because you don't forget your culture and stuff like that where you're
See,
from.
that can
Maybe you were
happen.
at school or at work here in Holland, so I
But
wanted to find out.
See, that's true. And the average of the other guys were like, how come we will date if you are so far? So for me, yes, it was like, you are right. How can we are going to have a date? But at the other side, it was like, we cannot date because it's pandemic time. So, of course, if Tinder has that option, it's because you can go wherever you want in the planet, well, in the world,
See,
and just talk to
yeah,
whoever you want.
buy a ticket and just go.
Yeah, like you did.
Eventually, I did indeed.
So yeah, that's how we met. That was the first line, and from there, what happened?
Oh boy, yeah. Well, we talked a little bit. I think 2 days. It was spread in 2 days on Tinder.
See, because you were very busy.
See,
Funny thing is that you told me not directly, but you were like, "Oh, I'm a busy person."
yeah. At that moment, I had almost my children 24/7. At least I go to work in the early hours and then go home. And then I had two beautiful daughters who are 2 and 8. So they need attention. It's
See.
not like if they were 18 or something, you just let them go. So that was like, yeah, work from 6 o'clock to in the evening. And then, yeah, you're tired, you want to sleep.
And also, I thought like, well, he has daughters, so yeah, probably he doesn't have time. That was another point to make me believe that this was not going to be something.
Yeah, I'm not a father like, I don't care about my daughters. I love them, so I want to spread my energy equal.
But at
For the
at
people I
that
love.
point,
At that moment, already at Tinder, like with the cooking, the chopping, and the washing, we had already. I was thinking, yeah, this one has humor, which I think is very important in a relationship. You need to laugh with each other.
see,
Yes,
I
if
think
you-
that as soon as we met, we started with jokes and
Yeah, and
with
we're
feeling.
gonna talk about it later more, I think. But for me, it was like, oh, that's awesome. Somebody from the other side of the world, from a very different background, I can have very good jokes with and laugh my ass off. And that was only with chat. There's
See,
you don't see.
see, we
the-
did a video call
Not
or
for the video call, you don't see the
Ye-
expression of the other. And joking is most of the time, in my opinion, about timing. But that's also not in a chat. But yeah, I already started having a good feeling about this. Like, well, actually, like this camera is funny.
this camera. Oh yeah, because as Hank had some experiences with other people chatting, one of his thoughts was that I was a scammer, and well, that's not surprising because there's a lot of people
Yeah.
on those apps that they lie.
See, they use.
You
this.
never know who you're talking with.
No, be careful, people.
Be careful, people. But we risk it, right?
Yes.
So yeah, one.
Quite quick. I asked you. I gave you my phone number.
Your
and,
WhatsApp?
And I asked you to join my WhatsApp.
See.
Let's see if we can continue and see how where it ended.
See.
Going to end.
And my reaction was like, no, I'm not going to give another person my phone number because he is not going to text me.
See,
But for some reason I did.
you did,
I did.
and I can remember quite clearly still that I came from home, and on my WhatsApp was your photo again, and hola.
Hola. I said hola.
Here I am, something like that.
See, something like that.
See, yeah, and we started to chat on the WhatsApp. I
See,
think I explained to you again. Like I'm busy.
I'm a father.
I won't be able to chat with you 24 hours always.
See.
On my work, you can not chat always, of course.
You really don't.
And I think quite soon I sent you a voice message because I
Mm.
really no.
Yeah, it was like some days after.
Yeah, I always like to do that because I hate my own voice. And
He
then
has a beautiful voice. That's the truth.
gracias. Pero yeah, I sent you a voice message with the message like, well, you can run away now. You hear my voice.
My voice, yeah.
And, but you didn't.
No, I didn't. I actually liked it, and that was one of the reasons that I started to trust you a little bit because
Yeah, trust is of course between brackets because how can you trust somebody you never met?
exactly. But that gave me a little bit of trust because I was yeah, listening to your voice, and also another thing that you did, it was you sent me a picture immediately. I think it was on the first day, and he sent me a picture, and you
Also
know,
for my two daughters, I believe. They were,
Yeah.
I can remember in the grass with Aileen had her toothbrush in her mouth. I can remember that.
also that gave me trust.
Yeah.
Like I was like, well, he's showing
And
me.
I did it before you also with girls. Like, look, I have two girls who always come first.
See,
There it just.
see, exactly.
So it's just-
He was very honest with me, and I really liked that because he was showing me, you were showing me in a way your world already, like it was your daughters. You were showing me the place where you lived, so I was like, well, this is good.
Yeah, and every conversation we had on WhatsApp, if you can call it conversation, I had a good feeling about it. So somehow you want then, because after that I started with quite soon with, because you told me about your fondness of other cultures, you traveled to Europe, so, and I lived then in Wochnum still, but I was in the process of going to Horen, and I passed that, and Horen is an old city. So many old
Buildings.
buildings and stuff like that. So I sent it you hashtag pick of the day
Pick
on
of the day
WhatsApp, and I tried to make a picture on the way to work for
every
you
day.
every day. See,
See, I really love that.
and I can also remember that I say if you get sick of tired of me sending you those pictures, just
You can stop.
yeah,
I know, I can stop.
yeah.
You
but-
said that.
Yeah, but you said something like, "No, I love
No, I was really enjoying. It was really nice to get a picture every day on my WhatsApp. I really found it cute, and I really loved. And people, he still do it. So after 9 months, you still send me
I'm still
a pic of the day, and
see.
I'm really, I
I
really.
have to back my ass off nowadays because I have almost every building pictures. But see,
Yeah, you confessed me last time that sometimes you need to go a little bit more far to get the picture of the day, and I found it so cute, and thank you very much for doing
De
that
nada.
for me. And well, he knows I'm a photographer, so I like pictures,
yes,
and I like to know where he lives and what he does, and so it's nice to get that.
did you thought like, oh man, he's a really bad photographer?
No. No, and the thing is that the landscapes are also beautiful,
Yeah.
so there's not
Yeah,
much chance that you don't take them good, not good.
it's difficult.
See, so yeah, that's the way it started. Pick of the
That's
day.
the way it started. Slowly we started to know each other,
See.
and I can remember that I already was like, oh man, I want to date this girl, but she's far away.
She's kind of far.
She lives in a country where they speak mostly Spanish. So in some stupid rush, I bought a book, Spanish for Dummies.
Spanish for dummies, and I thought he got the picture from Google, but no, it was
I
true.
kept
He
that book still at home.
he got that
It's
that
really
book for
bad
real.
book, by the way. Don't buy it.
So he got that book. He started to. You were starting to be very interested in Spanish, Mexico. So I was like, "What's wrong with this guy? He must. He cannot be this perfect." But yeah, you really surprised me by how fast you were interested in my culture, and in me, in myself.
Yeah, you had some, yeah, like told you many times, you're a big magnet. You had some attractiveness to you that.
And of course, I'm Mexican, and I was very not. I was mistrusting you and thinking, no, this guy cannot be real. Of course, how come he can be interested? But no, he was showing me he was really
of
interested.
course, Mexico has not a great reputation in
See.
Holland, so people were warning me. But that was
So that's going to be
stuff for another podcast.
another podcast.
But my personality is luckily not. I can look past that, and I started to really get interested in you.
See.
So, yeah, I starting a little bit learning Spanish.
Spanish. I was a teacher. I was a teacher for some weeks.
See, you sent me like
A lesson every day.
Yeah, I can remember one particular lesson, numbers. Numbers. You told me you made
A very nice list.
made very nice list and a voice message. This is easy. You're going to learn the numbers from 1 to 100. I was thinking, no way, Jose.
This is not going to be easy.
I get them nowadays. I get a little bit.
You're good with your numbers now.
I'm getting my numbers.
So yeah.
But yeah, we had a very fun interaction on WhatsApp. I sending you pictures. I sending you useless facts of the day, dilemmas of the day. You were really working on those lessons for me. That's not only a voice message with how to do, but also you designed pictures for me, and I made a binder.
I'm a good teacher.
Yeah, you're a really good teacher. And we made a binder, of course, because every lesson you made, I printed out, and
He was so cute.
made a binder, and yeah, I think it was September. End September, beginning October, I was really like, I'm going to Mexico to meet this girl.
And what did I think?
You wouldn't believe me. I would do it.
No,
Would
guys,
do it.
sorry, but I'm
So,
Mexican.
See,
Mexican, we don't
Yeah.
believe in people.
and a
Too
little
easy.
sidetrack. I was in the process of selling my house. Well, I already sold my house, but I wanted to have that money before I bought that ticket, because I wanted to have a buffer. And that was 15 October.
15.
Again, 15.
But wait, I was when I really don't remember like when we agree on you coming, but
I don't think it was like suddenly.
No.
It was fluent.
see, at some point it came out. But what I'm trying to say is that I really didn't believe that you wanted to come to
Yeah.
Mexico.
See,
So
that I was just saying this to you because to keep you talking on WhatsApp or something. So
that was my thought. I was
Yeah.
like, well, and of course I had other experiences like, yeah, imagine going to Mexico, and I was like, yeah, right, this is not going to happen. But yeah, he was planning on coming. I was like, yes, like,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, sure, we'll do whatever you want. We can
So
have a
many
great
guys
time.
says that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I really didn't believe you when you were planning on
Yeah.
coming to Mexico.
And against 15 October, you said like, yeah, if you come, you can stay at my house, because you were, of course, thinking, well, he
I was
doesn't-
being kind.
he doesn't, yeah, he doesn't fly.
But
anyway.
I really didn't believe you were going to
Yeah.
actually.
So that's easy, of course. Yeah, just stay at my house instead of an hotel, and then have a date, and then see if we have a click and stuff like that, right?
See.
The normal,
The normal way.
how normal people will do it.
Mm-hmm.
But then, 15 October, I went online, and I bought a ticket,
He bought a ticket.
and I showed it to you on the WhatsApp. And
See.
how that made you feel?
Well, again, I'm Mexican and I don't believe in guys. I was like, well,
Maybe Photoshop.
he printed some paper, and yeah, he's trying to make me believe that he's going to come, but he's actually not.
Yeah.
So yeah, my
'Cause,
negative side was like, no, he's just lying.
See, because of course there is a raging pandemic, but Mexico was still a country where I could fly to. My government would let me.
See, that's true.
At that point, there was no going back in quarantine and stuff like that. It was back in December, so the world was bad, but not as the rules were not as strict as they are now.
See,
We're gonna have
we were lucky in that
That's-
topic because, as you know, most of the countries don't allow to people to travel to other countries.
yeah.
So
especially the way back for me was hard.
it was also, I think that I was scared because I was like, how come he will want to to come in pandemic time? Yeah, that was also a thing. Like, of course he's not coming because it's pandemic time. He must be scared. And Mexico in the news, like,
Yeah.
well, Mexico has a very high rate of people getting the
Yeah, listen,
virus.
I like listening to podcasts as well, and then some is the topic of Mexico, and lots of journalists from Mexico talk about Mexico, and then you can have quite soon have the pictures that the bullets fly everywhere in Mexico. It's like some kind of war zone, but that is totally not the case.
See, so I was really
I was a little bit nervous about that, but not too much.
not too much.
But
It
it's
was
also, I think, my personality. It's just like
see, guys, he's,
I,
he's an adventurous.
I like to
adventurous
say,
guy.
just do it.
Just do it.
Like my favorito shoes, Nike Max.
Nike Air Max.
See,
Yeah,
just-
he's kind of
just do it.
addicted of those shoes.
See. We forgot that we send it packages.
See, I also one of the things that make me believe him. It was that, well, at some point he was like, "Oh, I can." No. How was it? How did you ask for my
I think it was even the first video call we did, and I didn't know how I came up with it, but I would like to send you something or so.
No, I remember now.
Okay.
It was
tell me.
like, for some reason I ended up saying you that I love chocolate and that you have the best chocolate in the world.
Condor.
Yeah, that's the brand, and unfortunately, I cannot get them here.
Not that easily, at
Not
least.
not that easily, in fact. And well, he told me like, well, if you don't mind, I can send you some. I was like, this is a trick. He wants to kill me. He wants to,
With poison or something.
See, he
yeah.
wants to do something because he told me like, well, if you give me your address, I can send some to you.
Yeah.
And
And of course, it was
but
a way for me to get your address and see how much of a scammer you are.
yeah, exactly. But I just say I want chocolates. But then when I was really trusting you, so I dared to tell you, well, if you're going to send me chocolates, can I make a request and please like send a specific chocolates? And he was like, yeah. And I felt a little bad because he was going to send me something and I was being very needy. So yeah, that's the brand I like. And
Yeah, for me, no trouble, because I had them in every supermarket.
it's like because we really don't have those kind of chocolates here. And yeah, I told him the brand I really want, and he was very kind to send me
Yeah.
exactly the same brand.
I bought some chocolate and cards, I believe.
See, a
Put them in
postcard.
a box and then sent them with PostNL. That's a Dutch postal office. Don't use them, because that took like 30 days or something.
Like
28?
2 weeks, not 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay.
2 weeks.
So long. So
See,
yeah, and then
well, when I got that package, was like, wow, this is
Yeah,
real.
it's
This
real,
is real.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think by that point we
I think we are both already going to date at some point, or not. I was in my head, yeah, I'm gonna date this girl.
see. I was going to say that at that point we were like really liking each other,
Yeah.
but really don't say like I like you or
No.
I'm feeling something about you.
No.
It was just natural, guys. It was like you were sending me packages, then I send you a package
I
with
remember.
Mexican things
your
and
card of you.
a card, and in a very beautiful box that they ruin
Yeah, they ruined it
in
badly.
the immigration office, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Custom guys.
Custom guys, yeah, that's the word, custom guys.
Yeah.
And I was really, really, really mad because I made a good box, and you got everything ruined.
Well, it was still beautiful.
See.
I could see the effort in it. So to
But
say.
yeah, that we started doing that just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And
sending-
again, for me, it was fluent, natural, something. I
For me too.
didn't think about it that much. So
I think that's the
like,
thing.
I need to do this. I need to do this. It's supposed to be like this. This was,
It was natural, yeah.
and
You
that
just
made
say
me feel great about you. So like, yeah, started to like you more and more and more. But how much you can like somebody you again never met?
Never
you know?
met.
So
And again, I don't know you, but again, me was like, yeah, this is not going far. This is just,
yeah.
see, this is not fun, but this is just something
Something.
that I didn't expect, but this is not going to be
Yeah.
like long.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't know that as well, of course. But,
See,
yeah, I wanted a date with you. Yeah,
see, and then Hank was really like, yeah, I'm going to Mexico. As he said, he bought the ticket
ticket from
October
in October.
In October?
and the ticket was 1 December
for December the
to
1st.
11 even. Yeah,
Till 11.
11 days.
Yeah, he was like, yes, so okay. When I say you can stay at my house, of course, it was with the thought of he's going to say no. But yeah, because I thought like, well, maybe it's going to be awkward for him, like to be in a house full of Mexicans with people he doesn't know.
Your whole family lives here, of course.
Exactly. So I was like, no, of course he's going to say no.
No,
But
and, no, I said, yeah.
yeah.
Why not?
Why not? So I was like, oh man, how come he say yes? But again, I was like, no, he's not coming. And yeah, suddenly he bought the ticket, and it was from October till December waiting for that. And of course, during that time, it was like, he's not going to come. He's gonna make an excuse, and he's not going to come.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a leap forward, but that was mine. One of my biggest fear that I would get hold by the custom guys at the airport, security, like, no, you can't go to Mexico, and then I had to call you, like, no, I'm not allowed, and you're not gonna believe that, of course.
I wouldn't believe that.
That is
Yeah.
a stupid excuse, and I knew that, and I would 100% imagine and that you would think that, and of course you would think that, and this, but yeah.
And in those October, November, December, so almost like 3 months waiting.
Yeah, sent you another package.
Exactly, we send each other packages. You send me lots of flowers. He's the guy that has sent me more flowers in my life.
Before we met.
Exactly, you sent me lots of flowers.
Great flower service in Mexico
Yeah,
City.
he was
Easy.
shocked about the
Yeah,
the service, the flower service.
that's good.
But yeah, so in a way, with all those how can I say this? All those presents. It's not the presents; it was the actions.
It is the action counts. The
See.
present is just a symbol.
See,
Yes.
I can say that with your action, I was really trusting you, and I was really
I hope that you also like this guy is for real. He really wants a date with me. It's
See.
not
just a guy.
see. I'm not looking for naked pictures for you on WhatsApp or something, because I can imagine
send the nudes.
with girls. I knew more girls, of course, and what they show me, what I get from Tinder and apps like that. You're like, oh boy.
See, we had a hard time with men on Tinder, and of
Yeah.
course, there's people that they just want to have fun,
Yeah.
like you in the
like,
beginning.
like me in the beginning.
But
yeah.
but yeah, you in a way with all those actions you make, I was
Yeah.
like, well,
the
this
thing
guy.
is was mostly like that with the sending of packages and the interesting in our culture, but also our humor, because
See,
we called it quite soon every day, at least for an hour.
since that day,
Yeah, and
we have called each other every day.
Every day, and
Every
I
day.
was often laughing my ass off on the ground with you. So, yeah,
Yeah, that
I
was-
love that. I love that about you. Like I love you now.
See, so I was also like thinking, why he's calling me every day? And you know, this guy is Dutch. He has kind of a schedule for his day, so he woke up for training, then going to work because he has a work time, and
See.
that starts very early, and he was he was calling me just right before you go to your work. So I was like, why?
Yeah, it's
Why
your,
he gets up early and talk to me?
it's your
and
11 p.m. around because we have a
11
7 hours
difference.
time difference. See.
So I was like, this guy seems interested, but yeah, like
Yeah.
for some reason my negative side, like, no, this is not real. So the
But,
day came,
The day came.
and
Oh boy, I was nervous, and not even for meeting you. Of course, you have always like the butterflies in your stomach, like, oh, I'm gonna meet
meet
this girl
someone
and their whole family.
and the family.
But yeah, I was really because the rules was well. Talking about it now, the rules were strict, but I didn't need to worry about it. But I was so worried and didn't let me go at Schiphol. But I came at I came at Schiphol, and
See. So the day came, and in my experience, no, not experience, in my case, it was like, of course, I was so nervous about it, and I was thinking, how is it going to be? I have so many fears, like, how is this guy going to be? Of course, I was afraid because I was inviting a stranger to my house, and yeah, but in a way,
yeah, not like some girlfriend from some other, but a guy, a date from the other
See.
side of the world. That's of course different.
and of course, someone I met through an app,
Yeah, Tinder.
Tinder. So of course I knew it was you because we call each other and
Yeah,
everything.
that was not. You can at least we know how we looked, and there was no. How do you say it? Scamming in that one.
See.
So that,
Yeah, we made sure it was.
And after, of course, a few months of calling somebody every day, at least 1 hour, and often it was longer, you start to know each other.
See, exactly. We knew each other in a way, and yeah. Also, I always ask you like, did you really trust in me, or how was it? But you trusted in me, but also there was few
There's also
like
things-
my house.
Yeah, my house. That's a little story indeed, because I didn't know exactly when it was. But I have that future reality shit set, the Oculus Rift, and I was firing up Google Earth, put on those goggles, and flying to virtually to Mexico to check out our street.
He was
Like,
checking me out. He didn't trust in me.
I want to know where she lives.
See?
So I first missed Mexico, ended in Japan, flew back virtually, find it your street, just type it in, that was easily. I zoom in, I see the street, and exactly your house number, I look, and there was no house.
No
There
house.
was just grass and a little bit concrete and some plastic bags, and that was it. There was no
What else?
house.
But I told you like, well, probably you're not going to find my house because it has been recently built. So I was warning him like, well, yeah, you probably won't find it, and but I think you didn't believe me at all.
Yeah, I believed you. See, yeah,
Yeah, but you had a slide.
slide. You just want to check it out, right? And then
Exactly.
I was like,
This is
all those houses. There were more new houses. This one is not on it. How come?
See, but then I made
You sent me
video.
before I flew to you a video with you standing on your balcony, I believe, on your rooftop, and showed me your street name and your house a little bit. And yeah, at that point in December, I was not mistrusting you at all. I knew this is real. You're Ingrid. I knew, your backstory. I wasn't thinking I would be pulled out of
You
into
didn't feel in danger.
no, I didn't think I was pulled in a van or something like that, and then I would kidnapped, be ransomly for money, or that you would steal my kidney. Although you make many jokes about that.
Yeah, I wanted to scare you. I didn't. Well, the thing.
Kidneys does a great value on the black market, so why
See,
not?
I was telling him I'm gonna steal your organs and everything. Just, well, I wanted you to be afraid of me because
A little bit.
I
Maybe
didn't
it's
know.
good.
Yeah, I didn't know who you
Just-
were.
Just let you show that you can bite off of you.
See, so
But yeah, that day came that I was. Well, for you it was really early, of course, because it was my 2:30, I believe,
see,
that I was flying to Mexico.
12
And,
hours.
See, 12 hours. We were apping the whole morning. I was. You gave me assignment. I want to know everything.
Everything.
So I was apping you. Was done with showering. When I'm done getting downstairs, walking to the train, taking the train, sitting in the train, leaving the train, going to the drop-off, and there are already lots of worries off my shoulder because I was by the drop-off. Schiphol was the airport in Amsterdam was quite empty, and I came to the drop-off for my suitcase, and the ladies there were like, "Oh, you're flying to Mexico? Yeah, you can just go have fun," and all those papers.
Oh, but we were very worried about that.
Oh yeah, because I needed health declarations, all the papers, and I filled them all in, and they were asking for none.
And yeah, we were afraid that at some point they would say like, no, you cannot fly. Oh, because we were doing our research, and they said like flights to Mexico, it was only for a very, very, very good reason.
See, and yeah, there is a travel restriction, but the government says it is forbidden. But it's still an advice. But yeah, it gets you scared if your prime minister tells you on the news, you can't fly, you can't fly, you can't fly, and you just bought a ticket to the other side of the world.
See.
But yeah, drop-off went perfectly. Then
They
security,
didn't ask you for anything. They didn't
No, nothing.
forbid him to fly.
No.
All our worries for nothing.
They wished me good luck and fun, and then I came to the security. Then I was sweaty hands. So yeah, the things, you get your belt off, your trousers, you put all your stuff in that basket. It goes to the scanner. Now I was not scared of that because I didn't take any.
You're not a criminal.
I didn't take. That's maybe also
Another story.
another story. But I didn't take anything illegal. Only a shitload of chocolate, I believe.
See.
And yeah, the security checked my passport and said, "Have a nice trip." And suddenly I was waiting at a boarding gate. I saw my plane. I hopped in, and I had really in plan. Yeah, I'm gonna learn more Spanish. Got 12 hours. Gonna do this. Gonna do this. Nothing.
Nothing.
It
None
was
of that.
only. Then they came, because if you go for a date for somebody normally, and then it doesn't work out, you say goodbye, and then it was fun,
That's
not.
Nice
and
to
then
meet you.
It's nice to meet you. You go to your house, and that's done. But I was 11 days without hotel in Mexico, so how would be our first meeting be?
See, before you were flying, we were thinking, how is it going to be?
See, are we going to kiss?
Are we going to kiss? Are we going to
going to
shake hands?
See.
Are we going just to say hi? And that's it. Yeah, we were. I was really scared about how awkward would be
Yeah,
that
how
moment.
awkward it is.
And
Yeah.
also, it wasn't the only thing. It was, well, he's going to my house.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what if I don't like you? What if
Yeah.
he doesn't like me? How is it going to be?
How's it going to be?
But I think I didn't think about that until I saw you, because in a way I still didn't believe you were going to be there.
So much emotions throughout
See.
your body, so to say, your mind, and
But I didn't realize until I was really waiting for you at the airport, because I went to pick him up.
yeah,
I was very kind,
you're still kind. But
because I could send you in a taxi, but I didn't.
no, you picked me. You picked me up in your party car, as I like
See,
to
to
it,
call my party car.
Ford Fiesta.
Fiesta. But yeah, I was waiting for you there, and I was like, well, yeah, thousand thoughts in my head, like how is it going to be? Is he going to be the same as I'm knowing him in WhatsApp, in the video calls?
Yeah.
And
Joe
yeah.
Bien had the same thoughts. Yeah, because boy, how's gonna be? And then if it's really not working out the first day, what am I gonna do the other 10 days? You know, buy a hotel room and then just walk around the city or something.
See,
Yeah, but
but
I landed.
you land.
Again, it was not that busy. I got my suitcase, got pulled out of the row by the Mexican officials. I don't know why, but they said just go. So didn't even have to scan my suitcase. I walked to that
Gate.
that hall, that door. I walked through it and I saw somebody jumping and hiding from me and
I
saying something in Spanish but I didn't understand.
I really didn't know how to act at the point that I saw you. I was like, I wasn't in control of my body.
No, that was clearly.
And yeah, I did that. I was hiding, trying to hide. I was talking Spanish. I said, I want to die in Spanish. And he was like, what? What is she saying? But yeah, it was a lot of people that day.
Lots of people.
And yeah, I was like, am I going to kiss him? He told me that he was going to kiss me, but I don't know if it's going to happen. How is it going to happen? Is he a good kisser?
Yeah, that's also like if you want in a relationship, of course, be able to kiss each other good is important, right?
It's very important,
you
yeah.
don't want to be awkward on that.
But it was the first kiss. Imagine if it was
oh yeah,
bad.
I can remember our heads were against each other,
See?
and it felt so good. Looking in your eyes and hold your face, and we started to kiss.
To kiss, just
Yeah.
like that. I have told you this, but yeah, it felt natural.
Yeah,
It felt easy. It
kiss was
felt
good.
not forced.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so that was a good start.
See, that was an excellent start. I was thinking, yes, she
Yeah.
can kiss good. This
Yeah.
good. Yeah, we started to French kiss even.
What?
Yeah.
Hank, you cannot say that.
Well, we told the people we were brutal honest.
See, that's true.
But,
Brutal honest. Well, for a Dutch, you can kiss. We are going to talk about the two, but this guy is really weird because you can think he's Dutch. He must be cold. He must be very, very organized. He must be very strict, very square. But no. I think he has some Mexican or Latin blood.
Maybe somewhere down the line a great grandfather who was from this
Probably.
area or something. Maybe. I don't
Probably,
know.
but
But yeah, that was not awkward at all.
No,
that felt
no.
good.
It
and
felt so
I
good.
remember within 5 minutes or something, we were walking
Holding hands?
hands in hands, walking to your
party car.
party car. Like that's just normal.
See.
And then I had a present for you there at the
Oh yeah, he's very desperate, guys, and he was like, "Oh, I have a surprise for you." He couldn't wait. We got to the parking lot and he opened his big bag and gave me a pair of Nike Air Max.
See, not because I think Mexicans can't afford shoes,
But
pero
you like that brand and
See.
you wanted me to
Yeah,
have a
and
pair
I-
of those.
and I make them customize the colors and stuff
See,
on
so.
the website. And I thought, yeah, then you have some original Nike Max. And
See, and I wasn't really expecting that big present from you, but yeah, thank you very much.
de nada.
And I really like my shoes now. He makes me clean
Yeah,
them
yeah, that's important.
every time.
Nike Max need to be clean.
Need to be clean. And well, at that point, it was the first, let's say, the first test, the first proof in that day, because the next one was coming to home.
Yeah, we sat in your car, and you started to drive
See?
to your house. And for me, I was for the first time in all the Americas. Never been in North
See,
America.
that's true. It was your first
Middle
long
America,
flight.
South America, never been there. So I was just looking like with my mouth open, like holy F at this big city, because Mexico City is, I believe, the fourth biggest city of the world. So that was quite impressive for me. And also, I'm sitting next to you, Neil, in this, and then in the biggest city, and then on your way to your house, and there you was not living alone, I believe.
See, I believe I live with my parents, and so yeah, it was like, oh boy, how is it going to be? And let me tell you something: my parents don't speak English at all, and I had the company also of my niece, and she was the only one
Yeah, yeah.
that was speaking in English in this
Okay.
house.
I can remember that that was my English alley, so to say.
See,
That's
exactly. So I
something
was like,
next to you
how is
also.
it going to be if no one
How you
speaks
gonna
English?
communicate? That must be really awkward, right?
And also, I was afraid because I didn't know how you would react, because I was imagining thousand scenarios about like, oh boy, he's going to be quiet, he's going to feel awkward,
See,
and but yeah, it was just natural for you. You
Yeah.
felt comfy. We arrived, and I said to you, I
Uh,
apologize in advance for my
my
family. I warned him. I
That
warned
was
him.
smart of you.
See,
So, door opened.
door open.
Door opened. Walked inside. I got to meet everybody.
See,
And then there was a quick moment of silence, like, what we're gonna talk about.
what are we going to do?
I don't speak Spanish. They don't speak English.
Yeah.
And then we sat at your. We started to sit at your veranda, I believe, veranda as we call it. The table with the chairs, of course.
See.
And, we can tell that right, because I was sitting there on those chairs.
See.
Uh,
And suddenly I was like, well, we were the talking like went fluent
Yeah,
and naturally.
see, you were translating it, and I was telling
See,
stuff,
and
and
everything
I was
was going
impressed with
good.
your house, because it's a beautiful house, beautiful location, of course. But yeah, everything went natural. And
See, natural, and at some point that I was like,
why is my
ass wet?
and then I was like, hey, my ass is wet
See,
too.
and then suddenly all the people in sitting in that table had their bums wet, and that was because my mom had the great idea of washing it exactly that same day when he was arriving to this house. So
You
they
can
were
sit there.
they were still wet, so that's why we had wet bums. But yeah, that I think that moment break the ice.
Yeah,
broke-
that was
broke the ice.
everybody was laughing at
So
least.
yeah,
It
we
was-
were
felt
laughing. We really had a good time.
Yeah.
Hank is really open,
Yeah.
and that's why I say he's weird.
Yeah, even thank you, gracias. And even for me, it felt good, because at that point I was like 25 hours awake. I was not
See?
at my best, but even
See.
then it felt good.
Oh, but
I really liked your family from the.
And they
from
like
the
you. He brought some
day.
presents.
Oh yeah, of course,
He brought some
presents.
presents.
Yeah, of course
He knows
you
how
guys,
to win Mexicans.
You guys invited me for 11 days, and so
Well,
I
actually, they didn't.
no,
I invited you.
you invited me, but they allow it to,
See,
and
to
I
stay
wanted to
here.
give something for that in return. of
For
course.
Mexicans, if you give them presents, then you're a friend already.
You,
So yeah.
all for that.
So yeah, it was. I think we have few time, but I would love to say, yeah, like my parents really liked you. You liked my parents. We have a really nice conversation, and yeah,
See.
it was natural again.
Yeah,
It was
felt good.
natural for us,
Yeah,
and for me, it was a sign like, oh, this is going good.
Yeah.
This is not awkward.
Yeah.
He's not a killer. I'm afraid that you
Yeah.
were a killer.
see,
And what did you think?
yeah,
about-
judging you guys, you always not according to get my money or something weird.
remove your arrogance.
Because this is also for another podcast, but I didn't have much support from Holland to go to
Oh,
Mexico. But that's for another time. I think, I think this is our story to the meetup, and then
See,
we're going to
That
make more episodes.
this was the first visit, because
That was my first day in
now
Mexico.
we are on the fourth visit.
Yeah.
So we have so many stories.
We have many stories, and already this we are already at 85 minutes, so
See, 58.
58. Sorry.
58 minutes.
Yeah.
But this is our story, and we hope that you liked it.
See, and you tune in our next episode as well.
See. And thank you, Hank.
Okay, thank you, Ingrid. Love you.
Bye.
You say love you back.
Oh, sorry. I love you too.
This is the point to say I love you too.
I love you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.